Welcome everybody, this is the 4-2-3-1 wide updated post-patch custom tactics. Now, the 4-2-3-1 wide is excellent in this current meta for several reasons. First of all, on the attack, it provides you with the width, the wingers to go at those wingbacks and get to the inline to provide that ever dangerous cutback pass. Not to mention, you have not only your striker, but a cam behind the striker to be in dangerous positions for the ever overpowered snapshot or really any kind of attack you want. The stacked striker system or striker and cam in this formation is absolutely dangerous. In my opinion, a lot more dangerous than the flat two strikers. Now, defensively, it is also dangerous because in front of your four backs you have two CDMs, which comes in handy considering that getting the ball at the top of the box with attackers for the also ever overpowered snapshot or even one-time shot is great to have those CDMs there to break that up. Now, without further ado, let's get into the settings. First off, the defensive style. Right now, it's the only one you can use balanced because of the stamina drain. You don't want to use pressure on heavy touch, pressure after possession loss, and definitely not constant pressure. Keep the defensive style on balanced. Now, your depth of defense, you want it on high. I go 7 bars. You can go 8 or 9. The bottom line is you want a high depth because you want to hit the opponent's attack as high up the field as you can to win the ball back and try to counter them before they can park the bus, since it is so prevalent in this meta. Now, I want to shout out Just YouTube 1377 because he has a fantastic little trick that I tested and I can't wait to share with you in the player roles. Shout out Just YouTube 1377. More details once we get to the player roles, but go 7 for depth of defense. High depth of defense. Now moving to width of defense, we go narrow with 3 bars. Again, you could go 2 bars or 1 bar, but definitely go narrow. This is because crossing isn't so dangerous. If it is being narrow and them getting the cross off, you should still have a good chance of winning it in the central areas with your center backs. But the reason why we go narrow here is because the most dangerous place for the attack is in that central area of the goal. So the closer the defensive four, the better. Not to mention you want your wingbacks running head on with those wingers trying to go inline, and they will be in perfect positioning with a narrow width of defense. Moving on to the attacking style, we go fast attack. That's because we're trying to win the ball high up the pitch, and immediately when we win the ball, we want our attackers making forward runs to get the ball in advanced areas and create a scoring opportunity. So we go fast attack as opposed to long ball. Many people know, if you watch my tactics video, I'm either a fast attack guy or a long ball guy. In this case, we are going fast attack for the 4-2-3-1 wide. Now, 4 players in the box is what I do. You can go with what you want. Honestly, UFL with this, our strikers, I should say, with this last patch, kind of mess with the system of defense based on corners and crosses so much that this really is up to interpretation how you want to do crosses. For me, I'll just tell you, on corner kicks, I'll give you, I go to the back post and either flick it near post or just go short now, right? I think that flick should be out of the game, but with the pass lock system, it's not going to be removed. And then I'm not a big crosser, so 4 players in the box is what I go. You do what you want here. Now, width of attack, we go with 7 bars, which is a wide width of attack. Reason being, similar to my other current meta tactic setups, I want my wingers getting the ball, isolating the wingbacks so they can either drive the inline and play that cutback pass for a tap in, or fake driving the inline and get towards the middle of the box or cutting back towards the 18 for a curling shot or whatever type of shot, honestly. But the 7 bars wide is plenty. Again, you could go 8 or 9. I strongly suggest you go wide because getting the ball out to your wingers and allowing them to take on the defenders is also helpful in pulling the defenders away from that middle, giving your striker and your cam more holes, more gaps to work through, and more space to operate and hopefully get the ball and shoot. Moving on to the player roles, we're going to start with the striker. We're going to work our way from front to back. Attacking styles, attacking runs, defensive support, stay up front. pass interceptions is situational because we want our striker stretching the defense, immediately making attacking runs once we win the ball, preferably high up the pitch, but wherever it is, we want that striker stretching the defense. You can always manually call that striker short to play his feet if you need to. Now for your cam, your center attacking mid, you have attacking style on attacking runs, crosses into the boxes, make yourself available, defensive support, stay up front, and pass interception situational. We want this player sitting right behind the striker, available for passes from the wingers or from the back four or center defensive mids to spark the attack. Also on that inline run from the wingers, that cutback pass, sometimes that cam's going to be the passing option to then finish the ball off. Now for both wing midfielders, you have attacking style is attacking runs, attacking with close to the sideline, crosses into the box, make yourself available. Defensive support is balance. Now you can have them stay up front or drop back. This is also by preference. Balance is plenty enough for me because where we're going to win the ball high up the pitch, sometimes that immediate pass to the wingers, it's good when they're on balance. If they're in attack, they're a little too close to the wing backs to start. Sometimes even the wing backs can step up and win the ball right back. So I like my wingers on balance, defensive support, and then of course pass interceptions is situational. Moving on to your center defensive midfielders. On both of them, you want attacking support, don't cross the halfway line. Crosses into the box, nope, hold your position. Defensive style, holding position and pass interception, situational. As simple as this. You want your two CDMs on the most defensive setup because you want them sitting in front of your back four, ready to break up attacks before they even get to your back four. Now sometimes they'll be creating that bridge pass between your back four to your attack and even providing an outlet pass for your attackers, but for the most part they're sitting home defensively in front of those back four. Moving on to your wing backs, you want attacking with close to the sideline, attack support the attack, defensive style, holding position, and pass interception situational. Simple as this. On defense, they will be narrow, right? You already have your settings with their defense narrow, but once you win the ball, you want them pushing out wide to be a passing option, and they push up to support your attackers as an outlet pass, or sometimes they'll make that run past the wing midfielders to the inline for that cutback pass. So make sure you have attack support on support the attack and attacking with on close to the sideline especially. Now center backs, typically speaking, we would just leave them alone. But in this system, we are running attack support on support the attack for your center backs. This is due to a shout out from just YouTube 1377, who in the comments section made a note that when you have the center backs on this setting, especially when we're trying to go for pressuring the opposition further up the pitch as we are in this meta, this doesn't have your center backs move up and support the attack, actually. It just pushes them further up to provide more pressure on those attackers. So when the ball comes into their feet, many times they'll snuff out the attack right away, which is what we want. So it just furthers the way we want to play defense in this system, in this meta. Shout out again to just YouTube 1377 because I went in and tested his comment from his idea from the comments, and it was brilliant. Huge shout. Great idea. It absolutely works. And then your defensive style is still holding position and your pass interceptions are situational. Give this a try. If you run this defensive system like I have it set up, this will be a huge bonus. Now last but not least is the goalkeeper. We leave on sweeper, keeper, balance, and one-on-one situations. Passive behavior. This is because if you're aggressive with your goalkeeper on settings in UFL currently, they'll run wild and sometimes you'll give up goals that you otherwise wouldn't. We don't want to do that. So that concludes the 4-2-3-1 wide updated post-patch custom tactics. This system can be a beast in this meta, especially that tweak defensively with the center backs. I can't wait for you guys to try it, especially because it was a brilliant idea from the community, and it just shows how awesome the community we are building is. So can't wait for you guys to try that. Can't wait for you guys to kick you-know-what with this system. Keep grinding, keep having fun, and until next time, I will see you later.